There was a man with the hottest of hands. He sat at the table all day and night, not a single player besting him. He was no Doc Holliday. Though boisterous and emboldened by his winnings, the Maverick would constantly taunt his opponents, throwing down trump cards, flushes, royals, and the like. It was no simple thing to sit down with this man. Your pockets would be filled, and then just like that, empty. He was a man to beat. An onlooker remarked, "Not even the devil himself has a hotter hand." Well, speak his name and he shall appear. Granted, the devil had been watching this game from the shadows for some time. After all, this man was siphoning all the good sinners away from the table, giving them pause and contemplation before hastily sinning. And the devil likes a good sinner, you know. Regardless, this maverick had incurred the wrath of the fallen one himself. Not an easy feat, nor an easy burden to carry, but the man was downright jovial when the devil walked up to the table. Of course he recognized him, as the devil has no reason to hide from anyone, especially those that should cower before him and don't. The devil sat down in a chair across from the man and set a stack of cash slightly higher than the man's winnings, and he was dealt in. Not a soul would walk away. Everyone watched intently, eyes glued to the table. The maverick laughed wildly as he won hand after hand. Oddly enough, the devil, who should have been chartreuse with envy, instead sat there with a quiet smile across his face, seemingly pleased with himself. The gambling man beat the devil at his own game. In a short while, the devil was flat broke. "It seems I'm out." But the man was greedy, and by no means as smart as the devil. It's funny, but for all that poker playing, where you read the man and not the cards, this fella couldn't see the forest for the trees. "Come on now, things were just getting good." "Sorry, boy, but them's the breaks. You gotta have something else. Something better than money, even." The devil paused, smirked to himself, and then said, "I'll bet you my soul." The crowd murmured and whispered, but the maverick just laughed louder than anyone has ever laughed. "Devil ain't got a soul. I'm sitting right here telling you I do." From his pocket, the devil pulled a flask, a simple tin flask, nothing ornate, and put it on the table. There it is. The gambler, emboldened by his prowess and greed, but still hesitant. "What do I wager?" "Just your winnings, that's all I ask." The devil's soul was certainly worth your pot. "What does the devil need with money?" "Hell ain't cheap." The gambler smirked again and pushed his stacks next to the flask in the center of the table. Well, wouldn't you know it, the devil lost. The maverick flopped a flush, while the devil sat on 4th Street with a busted straight. The gambler stood up, triumphant from the table, hooting and hollering. The devil sat, still smiling that same unassuming smile that only the devil can make seem villainous. The gambler grabbed his winnings, but when he grabbed the flask, something changed. He had what appeared to be the look of a man with a lot on his mind. The devil got up from the table. He put out his hand. The gambler, uneasy, obliged. The devil only said this, "Can you feel the heat yet? I pray you won't." The devil simply left just as he arrived. The man just stood there. You see, the devil knows what the eternity of damnation is, and whether he wanted to play a dirty trick or not, the lesson was learned. One does not carry the burden of eternity without a heavy heart, and to beat the devil at his own game, well, that's about as bad as being the devil himself.